Hey everybody, welcome back to Path of Exile. Welcome back to the Unusual Maw. This is episode 12 or 13, maybe it's 13. Let's check real quick. What I can do is shift this way. This is episode 13. This is a new recording session in between this episode and the last episode. You can see my health's gone up a little bit. I did level up a little bit. Not by actually progressing the story farther, but running the Twilight Strand over and over again in order to, and I'll show you guys this, one, to actually get our gems. Well, let's talk about the gems first. So I pretty much went in and bought all the gems from Lily Roth, which actually she has most of the gems in the game at this point. She's missing some, but she has most of them. And bought almost everything that we need for the build. There's a few things that we're missing. Recently I just bought Enlightened support. I had to pay 4 Chaos Orbs for this, but again, that's a super important one to get. Just because it takes forever to level up. I just want to make sure there isn't an Awakened Enlightened. I don't think there. And double check. No. Okay. There are a couple Awakened skills that we'll have to get eventually. I think this is one of them, Awakened Infused Channeling. So I'm kind of just going through the Elemental Focus support, I think is one. Find that. Controlled Destruction, I think that's one as well. Yeah, Controlled Destruction has an Awakened version. So, you know, there's still gems we have to replace, and there's a couple that we're missing as well, but for the most part, this is how our build's going to go. Some of it, anyway. So we got all that taken care of. We switched around a little bit of gear, not really a whole lot. And we didn't progress anywhere. The whole purpose of doing this, though, was to... let's go to the Sacred Grove. The Sacred Grove. Basically, I just copied someone's post, their garden build on Reddit. Copied somebody's Reddit post. So I'm kind of tired here a little bit. There's a strange thing that happens. Sometimes these seeds don't grow; they bug out. So I had to destroy a few of them. But you can see we've got these purple ones, which are the wild seeds in one area. Blue ones in another one, which are, what are these called? It's for our own sake. Of Primal Dust Spitter. So the wild and Dust Spitter. And then we have our yellow ones over here, which are the Weta. Okay. And so anyway, these all come out along these pylons here from each one of these separate gardens, and they go into these storage tanks. Now I think there's better build setups than this one, but this is one of the first ones that got posted. It actually works fine. Think about it. There's like a battery that's going to be here for storage. It's a 3x3 grid, so you get 9 storage spaces, which you could expand, but I personally think that's probably more than enough to get us where we need to go. And then that feeds into this top part up here, which is where we grow tier 2, 3, and 4 seed. You can see we don't really have a whole lot going on here at the moment. These ones are going to grow. We should have some purple ones we could probably plant too, actually. Some yellow ones, rather. Might as well. Might as well put them down, I guess. I don't think those are going to grow. Turn auto dispense on for all this stuff because I don't really want to micromanage. And again, this isn't going to be completely efficient, but it'll be efficient enough for what we want to do. It's not complete maximization, but it's good enough. That's what I'm trying to say. It took me a little bit to do it. To actually lay it all out and farm the correct mats, but we're pretty much done. The only thing we need now is probably some more storage tanks. see, we got 3, 3, and 4, I think. Yeah, and we do want 9 of those. And then after that, it's just going to be strictly... Yeah, we could probably pop this one. So. And we'll make a storage tank out of this. So you need at least 15 seeds to make a storage tank. Which is kind of a pain in the butt. Correct. Do we want this stuff? Not really. Let's see what we got here, though. Linking 5. Wouldn't mind linking these 4 here. Linking 5, linking 3. Nah, so we'll just create a storage tank. Beautiful, and we'll condense the rest. And I guess we'll probably give it to just put it there. So how this works is this gets connected to these 3 because you can connect up to 4 to each one of these pylons. So 1 going out, 1 to each one of the tanks, and then on the other side there's an input that goes to one to each of the tanks, and then obviously the 4th one gets connected down here. Yeah. So this is. Let me think about this here. Yeah, you need a row of 3 here. So 1 to go in each one of those. Is that set up like that? No, we don't. So we actually need more. I made a mistake here. And actually, now the more that I think about it, was his diagram drawn like that? I've still got the post saved. I can just look real quick. I mean, it has to be. Not, though. Let me double check. Let me look at the Google Doc here. And I could put this in the description, but I recommend you guys just go check it out. And go check out PoE Reddit. There's a ton of them on there. Ones that are better than this, actually. What's kind of strange to me is there's only one input. How does the input feed? How does one input feed all the tanks? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Okay, so that's portals are disabled here. Of course they are. That's pretty much all I needed to show. That's all I've been working on. Leveled up a little bit. I suppose you can show you the talent skills we picked up between episodes. We managed to get our arcane swiftness, which was nice. We refunded a point over here because we put one here and we're not actually supposed to go that way. This is part of the build, though. Down here to Arcane Expanse. Now the interesting thing is when I look at PoE builds, or Path of builds, not PoE builds. Why do I have 2 windows open? I have 2 PoE builds open. Strange. That talent node is only these 3. These 2 are new. These top 2 for some reason. And it's that way on PoE builds. Unless maybe I just have the wrong game version. Oh, maybe I probably need to update PoE builds. Probably what it is. Yeah, so this talent tree has been changed slightly. And the build guide was written in 3.10, so he doesn't have this on here either. I think it's fine. I don't think it's going to cause an issue. It's probably not completely optimal, but it's probably not completely optimal anyway. Right? Let me pull up that image again. I do want to keep that open for when we do eventually level. Now, when we get 60, we're gonna pivot here, and we are 56. So we probably got like 3 or 4 levels off camera. This is only, let's see, my 3rd recording session for this series, and it's day 2. It's actually day 3 because it's really late at night that I'm recording this. But this is probably a week and a half after the Harvest Leagues come out, so I don't know if I necessarily like the way that this series is working out for this game, where it's fairly close to the release of the game, but you're not going to see the content for quite a while after it's been released. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. We're not... If we were, I guess if we were a little bit more competitive as far as the ladder goes, we might be more concerned with making sure, you know, we put up all the content we could as it was being made. But really, our mission for this series is to get to the end without dying. It'd be real nice to get to the end of the map section and not die, which we will try to do. Try to get through that whole part of the game as well. But definitely the base game. That's goal number one. And really, goal number one is to get through this act without dying. And if I can break it down even farther, it's to get out of this off of this what's this place called? The ridge. If I can get off the ridge without dying, that would be fantastic. We should set the goal small. Build's changed a little bit. Or as far as our towns go, we picked up some new ones. Kind of weird. I suppose I should have probably shown that a little bit more. We have a lot of stuff that does cast on hit. I think we cast Cold Snap on hit, and oh, this, you see this meteor that fell out of the sky just there? That's from these gloves, which I actually switched up in between episodes. So I did change these out. You get the trigger word on Inferno. And I forget where we got that. Was that it may have been from Seeds. And if it was, it's pretty sweet. I believe it was, actually. You can see we do a ton of damage now, and we're pretty tanky now as well. Feel pretty confident we're gonna get through this act, and I think doing the little bit of seed farming stuff I did to get my setup up and running, I think actually is going to help us a lot as far as getting through this act. I can't remember who the boss is of this act. Oh, it's the Brine King, isn't it? Potentially the Brine King. Although I feel like maybe he's the boss of the next act. I don't know. We'll find out here soon. This could just be the setup for Brine King. Where are we supposed to get? So he's liking. There was a post on Reddit I saw yesterday that had a map showing how to get through the Twilight Strand. It's kind of funny, right? But you know, I'm one of those players they're kind of making fun of, in a way. Like this map, I don't know where. Right down here. The exit's supposed to be, so I'm just kind of running around with my head cut off. But for most players, it's probably pretty obvious how you're supposed to navigate this one. And I think even when we went through the Twilight Strand, when we started playing, we went down the wrong path. It's kind of funny. You've been playing this game a while, though. You probably know all these maps by heart and the variations of them. Which is something I learned from that post that I didn't know, that it's not quite a random generation. There's different layouts, and there's only so many layouts. So if you memorize all the layouts, I guess you're
gather them quickly. A harvest.
You're good to go. 2 purple. 2 purple. I don't think we really want to harvest it yet. This has got 4, 7, 10, 11. I think a 15 minimum, so if we don't get any kind of crafting that we want, we can still make the storage tanks. It's kind of the way I've been working this here. 7, 10. We have no seeds, so yeah, I think we're busted there. We should be getting a gem pretty soon. Well, actually, no. Looking at this build, where we're supposed to be going next, there is no gems in our immediate future. Seems strange. I know there's a cluster jewel coming up, which I'm excited to do, because we didn't do any cluster jewels at all in Delirium, which I think was the mistake of running the build that we wound up running. Even though he designed the build for Delirium, I don't think he really accounted for, and I don't think he could have at the time he released it, for cluster jewels, because he couldn't necessarily test it. And the build worked out fine. I think it was a fantastic build, actually, and I still highly recommend that build maker. I can't remember his name, but if you look at one of my Delirium videos, I link his build guide in every single video, I believe. Definitely for the map series. So if you look at the map series for Delirium, he's actually makes a really good video in general. Highly recommend that. I didn't go with him this time because just, I don't know, I didn't really search through his material to see if he had anything, and I wanted to see if I just wanted to try something different too, different person, just see how it goes. So far, I'm impressed with how this one's going, but we'll see. That might not necessarily be the build guide maker, but the actual class and what have you. Hard to say, and it doesn't really matter. And I could just pilot this better too, maybe. Well, we haven't gotten to the end yet, and so a little too early to be bragging, I guess. We're patting ourselves on the back. 3 is 10 and 1 is 11. Well, this one's is 10. Wow, that's 60. So there's 60 energy that can come out of that. I think that's the best you can do. And it costs 75 to build a storage tank. So, I mean, if there's nothing in there that we want, then it's just kind of a waste. So we're not going to do it. Kind of the way you have to look at this here. And then after we get the storage tank, what we really want to do is work on making the well, actually, I don't know. Just roll it for free, I guess. If there's nothing we want, just store it. And then once those storage units get full, then we'll try to make more. Although I think for all intents and purposes, 9 is probably fine for the whole game. But we could make that a 27 farm. It's just extending it out one more. To be honest, I may do an 18, but beyond that, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just speculating at this point. We got a lot of game to play, and we have to stay alive. That's really what we should be focusing on here. I don't know what position we're in anymore. What did I say? I think I said we were 600 and something yesterday, and we can't be. I'm sure we've fallen off since then. Because a lot of people. It's been a It's basically been 24 hours since I've played. The armor life. It's not bad actually. This one. It's not. Wow, we have a really good one though. Think about it. Now that kite shield could have been good too. We'll check. We'll actually check and see where we're at. I think we were 669. That's right, because I said nice. I remember. I remember the episode. It's easy for me to remember because it just happened yesterday. Maybe for you guys that was 4 days ago. So, yeah, we were 669 yesterday when we recorded it. Templar builds. So we'll see if we've. Pretty sure we've slid backwards, but almost certainly. I would be shocked if we moved up, even though we've gotten a few levels since then. Well, maybe we should just. Nah, we'll check it. We'll check it now, and then when I finish the recording session for today, I will check it at the very end, and we'll report that. I get the feeling that people are surviving this league a lot better than the Delirium. I don't know why, but I see more people at the towns too than I did last time leveling up. It seemed like it was kind of a ghost town. Although I did level a little bit slower last time. Maybe not. I spread it out over more days. Like we're playing a lot more.
Not too different from burying the dead, is it?
No, it's a little different. It's a little different. Oh, shabby. No, I meant to. I was trying to plant seeds. Oh, this is probably gonna be a waster. It's okay. 16? Yeah, fine. Link 3. We can't even use that. So this is. It's not a complete waste. Challenge complete. Fill a storage tank with 250 life force.
Giving something life can be nearly as enjoyable as taking it.
Yeah, that kind of stunk there. Not gonna lie. Pop that in there. Bit of a waste that, but misclicks happen. What are we even trying to do here? Oh, or I would kill Shavronne. I remember this. We are navigating around this place in a funny way. You can just make sure we're still recording. I've got like 30 windows open over top of my OBS. That's the worst when that happens. I don't know if you specifically, yes you, I'm talking directly to you if you're listening to this. If you ever recorded a video and then realized you weren't actually recording anything. I'm sure that's happened to almost everybody. Like if not on OBS, but like on a phone or. It's crazy. I remember a time when camcorders, like you just couldn't. And I'm kind of pulling out my boomer here a little bit, even though I'm not a boomer. Yeah, I remember when people just didn't have. You didn't have a camera. Most people didn't have one. A video camera. A lot of people didn't have. Well, no, that's not true. Most people had cameras. Picture cameras, but you know they weren't the best. And so occasionally, you know, some family would spend the money. I mean, if you live in an affluent area, maybe a lot more people owned cameras when you were growing up. Depending on how old you are too. If you're old enough to remember cell phone cameras, or you grew up during cell phone cameras, then yeah, everybody had a camera. But I would say before cell phones, I mean, it was pretty rare for a family to own one. And if they did, it wasn't something that. There was always that one family who would carry it with them everywhere. And then everybody else who had one but was kind of like, we'll just get a copy. If anything interesting happens, we'll just get a copy from Karen's family. We'll call her Karen. What was the point? I guess, I don't know. It's just kind of weird how everybody has one now. Like, everybody. It's pretty cool, think about it. We kind of take that idea for granted. Oh yeah, everyone has a camera, but everybody has a video camera on at all times. Which means a couple things. There's ways to be able to hold people accountable for their actions in public. And also it's a way to capture really interesting moments in life that just kind of went to the were more or less private events before. And some people may not like that idea, but maybe we wouldn't have been able to see that double rainbow. Wait, was that guy? It was a triple rainbow, right? The double rainbow guy. Triple rainbow. All the way. No, it was a double rainbow he saw. I've seen triple rainbows though, and I've never seen them personally, but because everybody has a camera, when you see something interesting like a double or a triple rainbow, yeah, it just gets posted out there and people can watch it. It's amazing. It's pretty cool though. Everyone having a camera. What was the point? The point is, I remember, guys. Time when nobody had cameras. Have you ever watched America's Funniest Home Videos, or I don't know if that show is popular in other countries, and they call it like, I don't know, Algerian Funniest Home Videos, or I don't know, Sudan Funniest Home Videos. But they always have like older videos on there, and you can see the quality of some of them, right? And what even the people that had a video recorder back in the early days, when nobody really had one, I mean, it was just terrible quality too. Just awful. Pretty neat stuff. Where are we at in here? Chevronne's tower. We're slowly climbing. We are really slowly playing this game. I mean, I've got no sense of urgency to get to the end of this at all. I just want to stay alive, take things one thing at a time. Farm as much XP as I can so the boss don't one-shot us, because we've ran through stuff too quickly. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah. And I have to kind of figure out the build too, like trying to figure out, am I supposed to do that and then throw one of these at the end? I think that feels right. Right, as soon as we cancel that, throw one of those out. Or maybe it's better to do that than just do it again. This is in the build though. Actually, let's read the talent here, because I think that's going to give us a clue on how we're supposed to use it. An expanding wave of energy surges forward, damaging enemies in a cone-shaped area over a duration. Just up here. Matching the element of which they took the highest damage. Only one wave of conviction can be active at a time. So basically, I think at some point we're going to be throwing down maybe one other type of element. Because you got the cold snap, right? We do cold snap, and we do something else too. And then when we throw that out, it does whatever element it took the most damage from. It's just kind of a weird skill. We don't have any ores though, because we're just playing bad.
I shall not suffer this humiliation again.
All right, Shavronne and Bruce. I've died to this duo too. In a map. I don't think I've died on this one though. But in a tier 16 map, Brutus did definitely run into me and wipe my health out.
You shall be remade.
I shall be remade. Wake me up, I can't wake up inside. It's the Brutus song. That'll one shot you on a tier 16 map. Leveling? Not too bad. Alright, Sin, don't you have a... I thought he gave us, maybe not. I think we can dip on this here. I think so. Probably wind up selling most of this stuff. Yeah, pretty much all this. Maybe do something with his home. Is that an implicit? That is an implicit. No, it's prefix. Still a pretty good prefix, though. I made a mistake on these flasks. I did upgrade them all to magic items, and before we did that, we forgot to put on the baubles. And I believe the baubles are cheaper. You get 5% quality per bauble on a common one. So we goofed up a little bit there. It's fine. It's fine. I love this, by the way. The fact that this stays open. The simple things in life. Those are the kind of improvements I think I can get behind the community on anytime. Like sometimes I think they want things too easy. Not necessarily the PoE community, but gaming communities in general. But this kind of thing makes sense, right? And I don't know if the community suggested that. I have no idea, but it makes sense. And somebody posted something on Reddit, which hopefully they actually implement. I'll show you guys. Well, I'll show you guys the next time I was working on changing the hideout too. It is a whip, a work in progress. Anyway, well, I'll show you when we get a chance to go to the garden here. I have no eyes on my tabs here again. Mr. Torclay, what do you got? Really want the this is actually our build supposed to be 2 red, 2 blue. Can I not see what the secondary stat is on? Oh, it's just straight in. Does this one have so much more armor on it? Isn't it? Oh, this is armor and energy shield because it's a strength end. I see.
With the road to the Frisian.
I think this is the one we would want. Is it any good? What is light radius? Is that delving? Max energy shield. For some reason we have our... It gets slightly worse, but we could always put a health prefix on there. Lightning resistance. We don't need any more fire resistance, I'm being honest. No, and I think I like I'd actually prefer the rarity here. We do have a lot of these to do here. We might make like an hour-and-a-half episode. I feel like we are moving slower than dirt. We were gonna craft on this though. 61 life. I really do want like a shield, straight energy shield. Not straight energy shield. Okay. And I think I have to use a regal orb. Alright, whatever. Just for the sake of doing some crafting here. 18 inch. Kind of bad. Upgrades a magic item with a new random modifier. We could let's just roll. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think it's pretty bad. We can't really even afford to craft that way. I don't know why we're consistently doing it though. I mean, this is. Removes 5% quality applied by catalyst on you. Playing a modifier which matches the quality type. And I'm not even sure how catalysts work. Don't know. Let's just some of these prophecies though.
Let me tell your future.
We have room for her.
Their defeat will not stand, renewed and fueled by blind rage.
It's under League Mechanics Prophecy. Start with the first one. Felshire Runes and slay them. Might go the Felshire Runes.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Felshire Runes are. And again, if you think it's strange that I'm doing this, going backwards to do this stuff, it's my understanding that you really do want to do these prophecies as they come up. For a couple reasons. One, if you don't, especially as you're leveling, you're just going to lose out on any kind of low-level benefit they may give you. And sometimes it's a pretty good benefit. Could be currency, or if I remember right, it was like up here in this corner the last time. We've done this one recently. Really good items for doing stuff like this, occasionally. Right? And if you don't do them while you're leveling, then you'll have to do them at the end, or you'll seal them away and then never use them, and then it's pointless anyway. So it just kind of makes sense to do it now. If you didn't see one of the episodes, we went back to do an older one to get a pair of Wanderlust boots, which is actually where we got our first set of movement speed boots while we were leveling. So it paid off there. This one's not going to pay off. But we're just going to finish it anyway, so it's done out of my prophecy bin. Unbreathing queen spiders.
Time to gather my will.
Where? Where are they? And actually, you know what we could do? It's kind of a boring episode because we're not really doing any of the quests necessarily. We did beat Shavronne, but on mine I'm thinking we've got a lot of delving we could do. And it's gonna be real boring save delving, so we're not gonna go real deep. We're only level 56. But it's something we can do. And probably should do while we're capped on the old sulfur. Where the heck are these spiders at? Kind of sad. I sat here drinking my coffee before I started recording, working on building that garden up, and then I have no coffee now. Just jittery and sad. Sad existence for me. Jittery and sad. Oh, there they are. They're spiders? Oh, specters. Yeah, they do a little bit of damage here. I mean, I have low expectations for what they're going to drop.
The unbreathing queen masterminds an unholy heist, a defilement of the dead.
What was this ring? 16? 30 lightning resistance, pretty good. Look at our resistances. That's We need to drop some fire and probably pick up a little bit of coal and a little bit of lightning. Good. We've got fire basically built in on every piece of gear. We actually want to talk to her. We just want to tomb in the library. Okay. Library is Act 3. Starting to get used to where the maps are and stuff. Pretty cool, I think. Or where the places are on the map. What did I say? Places on the map? I got itchy ear, guys. Always with the itchy ear. I wish somebody would come up with some kind of... if you guys are gamers, which I'm sure if you're watching this you probably are. How did I pick that up? That's going to be trash. Would come up with a material for headphones that are not the... like the... I don't even know what it is. It's like cloth and kind of padding, and then like a leather cuff that goes around that you can replace. I mean, I guess the fact that you can replace them is what makes it okay, but they don't seem to last forever, and which nothing lasts forever, but they're kind of hot too, and I don't know, something to get the same kind of result without having the same inconveniences of whatever material it is they're currently using. I don't know, whatever that is. And you can kind of get away with it with things like Raycons, right? The kind of headphones that go in the ears. In fact, that's actually a pretty good solution to the problem. I'll say something about those too. Those types of headphones that get shoved in your ear. I mean, that's nothing new, and you think about like earbuds have been around for a long time. Almost every earbud that I had prior to 2019 would fall out of your ear constantly. Like it, I don't know if they weren't, maybe just the ones I had were cheap and they just manufactured in such a way that they were going to constantly fall out of your ear just to be annoying. I don't know why they would do that. They just didn't do the research to realize it needed to be machined just slightly different. Whatever they're doing today, though, it's pretty cool because for the most part, earbuds are staying in the ear nowadays.
Dark runes skitter across the pages of the tome.
That's kind of boring, isn't it? Do that. That prophecy there. So yeah, real impressed with earbud. Those actually staying in the ear. But the problem is they don't have microphones in them, I don't think. Or maybe some do. Actually, I think some do. I don't know, maybe they would work fine for PC gaming. They're kind of awkward to charge, though. Like, you can't necessarily charge them, and or maybe you can. Don't know. We don't have limb split, so we can do that. Fully 5 linked item with 1. Okay, that's a good one. Kinda. I mean, the only 5 linked item in the game is the chess piece. Really want a 6 link on that anyway, so. In the Warden's Quarter. Shavronne's journal in the Warden's Quarter? Warden's Quarter. Isn't that where we're at? Or is that back here? Let's actually look it up. This one's called Thaumaturgical History 1. On that right? Thaumat. Not on here. Okay, so Warden's Quarters. Where's that? It's like one of those things that you have to it's an Act 1, Part 7? Upper Prison, the Warden's Quarter. Act 1, Parts. be up here? Is this where we fight Brutus at? I think it might be. Oh, you can't actually go in there? Video game. MaW. We have to run through this whole thing. I think actually we could... well, actually, I don't know. This is probably something you have to do for the... Oh, we did that already? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Definitely did. To find a way to get out of here quick. Saw that. We might, this might actually be a quest for current area we're in. But I think you could probably go back here and do it as well. It's weird that the prophecies, maybe there's new prophecies in the game. Weren't there before, because there's been a few of them that I've searched for and have not been able to find them. EMPDC. Maybe I should start putting these in here, or I'm just kind of nervous about doing that kind of thing because maybe I'm mistaken about something. Like it's in there just labeled differently, or something else. Ugh. Made this kind of amazed, didn't they? It's amazing. We should have just skipped all this. This is pointless. I'm not gonna get anything for doing this. Alright. We are getting chromatic orbs, which we do need. I hate this part. They should have just put a little door there to get through this area. Oh, come on. How much time have we wasted doing this? Too much. I was kind of thinking we would do the whole episode finishing up the prophecies and then actually finishing the delving too, but yeah, I guess we could commit to that. Finishing the prophecies, these weak ones in the delving, then call it an episode. Seems alright. Kind of a boring one, opinion, or a little bit of progress. We'll check our position too here, which I wouldn't expect much. $669 again. It'd be nice. More itchy ear. The Warden's quarters, isn't it? Here's Shavronne's journal. It's exactly what we wanted. And when we read this,
Still the Karui barbarians.
oh, this pops up. Okay. You say I'm almost positive we read that.
These feats' monstrous techniques are protected by the shadows.
It's kind of a weird league mechanic, isn't it? Like, you don't necessarily get something every time. It's just like something's going to happen to you. We're actually kind of running out of portal scrolls.
Well,
Crazy about that. We're spending them like we were at the end of the league. Okay, that one's good. It's not really great either. You encounter corrupted animals in the southern
I will
forest.
see you again.
Southern forest. Come on. Well, at least they're right here. This is a big zone too. They could have put them way out in... is there more? There's more. Probably be looking for portal scrolls, huh? I think I actually burned through a bunch when I was working on the seed thing, because I would just run down the Twilight Strand and then pretty much almost immediately pop a portal scroll right when I found the seeds. Even if I was like 5 steps away from the entrance. Even more, huh? I mean, how could there be more? Oh, there's an area over here. That's how.
The Pharaoh Lord in the southern wood twists the wild to his will.
I mean, so it feels like nothing happened to us there, like we didn't get any reward for it. But we actually did, and the idea is we got to kill all those extra mobs, right?
Your poem.
If we were just leveling through, there's just extra rare, unique mobs that we got to kill.
Take care.
With the potential to get better gear, stuff like that. I think that's kind of the way you have to look at those. Okay. We're going to do some shelving. Yeah, because the other two we don't have the limb, and we're not going to worry about linking a 5-link chest because we'll do it when we get the opportunity. Whenever we replace our current chest, we'll do it. So the mine. To the mine. Yeah, see, we're not quite full. We didn't have to do this, really. I think there could be a wall here, here, or here. We could check. I have two players. We could check here and see if there is one. It's not going to be that way. Okay, so it's probably in one of the other paths. Which is fine. Let's go. Where do we want to go? Oh, this is like the shortcut to get down here. Monster level is 50. I don't think we want to fight level 50 monsters. Maybe we go sideways here and start picking up some of this Azurite for upgrades. I'll try that. There's no really great pass here at the beginning though, I'm noticing. I just don't want to die to these mobs here. It'd be ridiculous if we did. 41, I think that's probably okay. That wave seems to hit him pretty hard. It's basically like a one-shot there. He was about to go nuclear. He did go nuclear. I think that's really the best thing we can get out of the mine right now is Azurite. Really. Or, you know, there was some currency in here and stuff too, actually. Colossal Life Flask. That tells me we can go a little bit deeper. Actually, we just look at the item level. 41. Yeah, we go a little bit. Will we? We shall. Let's try going like down to... I think that's too deep. Here. We're gonna have a good side route here that we can go down and start getting some Azurite. Let's go 8 it. Actually, we'll try to go this way, maybe, and it's not going down, but we'll see if we can find the wall to get to that currency there. This is probably not going to be anything great.
To damnation with you!
What's wrong way? I don't think I actually recorded a lot of our delving last season, and I think the only recording that we actually did was when I had little to no understanding about what was going on. So, not that I'm a master now, but I think I understand a little bit more how it's supposed to work in here. Basically, do all this and get nothing that you want. Oh. Okay. We have chromatic orbs. Simple robe is good. There's orbs, basically. We could probably craft that simple robe on that simple robe, and get a 6 socket, which we don't have access to right now. I'll show you guys the eye level on that. Well, eye level. Playing World of Warcraft over. It's funny how that terminology is stuck with me forever, and I haven't played WoW in it's been well over a year. Last time I played. Just the fact that I played that game forever. Alright. Pretty much easy money here. And see why the XP is not great in here? It's actually not bad. We're gonna level up in here, probably. Does this ever end? Who's ringing up? Now this gear is getting a little bit more around our level range, but still just a little bit low too. If we look at this though, this is, well, that's 41, so this must be able to, he must be able to put a 6, something doesn't add up here. 6 chest level. Min. Minimum level required for 5 link or 6 link. Did I say link or sockets? Okay. 6 socket. Did link. So minimum eye level is 50. Not eye level. I keep saying that. And you can see this one here is item level. It's 46. This one is 41. But it is 6 sockets. So LOL what? Same thing with this stuff. 41. I don't know. Number of socket. It does say 50. First vendor is Act 6. See, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe the delve is special in that regard. Let's go. Yeah, let's go this way. I'll help spend some points here too. So that's actually a good way to get ahead of the game a little bit. We're still recording. That's where the audio sounded strange to me in my headset. I guess that's one way to kind of get ahead on sockets. go delve and. That doesn't really make sense. Why that would be a special rule in here. Bob's getting harder a little bit. Too bad. Definitely feel tankier already than we were playing the Necromancer. Like, we still take damage from time to time, but even when we're getting wrecked, it just moves a little bit slower than too on the Necromancer. Oops, went the wrong way. Oh boy. This is kind of the fun part about delving is the cart will stay up with you. So if you go really fast, the cart will catch up to you. So that's how you get through these really quick. If you know which way the cart's supposed to go, you can just kind of occasionally make a wrong turn like that. Where that? Nope. So if you're kind of tanky and you're quick, you could really blast this stuff real fast. And actually, I think it's a decent XP farm that way. It's kind of slow because we're kind of slow right now. But if we were a little tankier, a little quicker, we could just yank this guy around. But I don't want to get too far ahead of the cart because if we... Or balcony now. Okay. We got blasted there. Pulsed. I don't know what you call it. Move that shuts out the lights on the cart. This is a long path here. So long. Just wanted this little bit of currency, that's all. The other thing is the cart will wait for you too. But it does move ahead of you. But it slows down, and I think it does stop at a certain distance, but definitely leaves you in the dark. So you still have to keep walking. Most of you guys that play PoE, if you play PoE, you probably know that. You guys don't. I'm not saying nothing about it.
I must have time to...
Shoot, that was crazy long, wasn't it? That's one of the longer paths I think I've gone down in the mines ever. Period. He dropped a lot of stuff, but dude, kind of need these portal scrolls, so pick them up. 22 max life. Yeah, I guess it's probably... It's got to be up here. I think it has to be at the end of one of these nodes. I don't think it can just be floating out in nowhere land. Oh, well, 92 has died. Rest in peace, sir. I can't imagine going all the way to 92 in basically 2 days. Is what that person's done, and then dying. This is where we should probably turn on chat and see the rest in pieces and the F in the chat kind of stuff. So let's do it. We might as well. Nobody is for the few people that have watched this series, nobody has really claimed that they didn't want to see the chat. I'm just worried about somebody saying something really bad that, yeah, one that I don't really want to see either, but I don't know. I don't really mind, though. I get over it. The way you gotta look at it is, a lot of idiots in the world, and, if you're offended by an idiot, I just gotta remember they're an idiot, so, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's really their loss for being an idiot, not yours. You only lose if you let it get to you, kind of. I know it's easy to say sometimes. Whoa! I want all this. Oh, we're gonna wind up dying doing this. Let's just get in there. Leave all that beautiful currency behind. Oh, we're caught. We're caught. That was insane. I was like stuck on the wall there. I can't believe we lived through that. It was nuts. Lost focus there a little bit. That's like hyperventilating. Oh, stupid. Yeah, so... Yeah. Yeah, you let idiots offend you, then it's just... You know. I don't want to say they win. I don't even want to put it like that, because they don't win. I mean, they're the idiot, right? Idiots don't win. They have maybe a warped view on something. If that's applicable to me, then, you know, that's fair. I'm sure it is in some of the things that I think or say. Let's try to get this currency here. 29. We still got quite a bit of Azerite left. It's gonna be longer than I wanted it to be episode. Sorry. It's okay. Nope. I think that's how these do work, though. The ones that aren't attached have to be at the end of one of the nodes, like in that area, for the destructible wall. So this one should be like over here somewhere, maybe up here, down here. Unless I'm completely confused about how that works. It has worked that way before for me, but let's keep doing the 360 no scope here. Alright, how do we get here? We got 2 flares. Not there. Yeah, I only have 1 flare left. It's not there. And, it's not there either. Yeah, a little bit annoyed that I don't know. It was back this way. Yeah, 1 more flare, I have 1 more flare. You know, I don't see it there at all, so it must be... Could be over... No, why would it be there? No, it can't be there. Probably here, then. So let's actually head that way and see if... Itchy ear again. Apologize for that, because I know you guys can hear me, my headset ruffling around. Let's yeah, let's go up here see if we can get this currency here. Probably need to go buy flares, which we could do. We'll get a flare cache. You guys pronounce it cache or cash? I pronounce it cash. And I think that's the correct way to pronounce it, but I do hear cache quite often. Well, I say often, but I've heard it before. And often maybe more than once for that. To want to hear it pronounced that way. Actually, no, it's fine. Cache is fine. I don't care. I don't know why I'm making it sound like I care. Cache. I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to say cash. Cash money. Although, you know, that's actually a good argument for it to be pronounced cache, right? Cash sounds like cash, C-A-S-H, which is a totally different thing, right? But if you really enunciate it, cash. And I say it sounds too similar. Cache, maybe I should start the campaign and just start calling it cache. And I think that's really how words get changed, right? You just start using it a certain way, and if it catches on, it catches on. If not, it's not like I have to go around and tell people, oh, we have to start pronouncing it this way. Just let it organically happen. Oh, we need to go. What are we even doing here? Oh, we could. No, we're trying to get to this one here. You know, it could have been here too. We could check here real quick. Let's do that. This is gonna be an hour and a half episode. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start pronouncing it cache. Just for people being able to distinguish between cash and cash. And hopefully that catches on, because I'm on team cache. On team cache. And it's not the bad team, that's the good team. That's the team you want to be on. Team cache. A lot of people get hung up on what's correct. I believe cache is correct.
No beast of
but that's how things change. You gotta assert why things should be a certain way that they are. And, you know, people make mistakes, and things grow and change. And well, if people like cache, that's what I'm voting for in 2020. Is cache. Voting cache. Yeah. It's like the GIF thing. I say GIF, but I think the creator says GIF. But people have decided that he is incorrect, and everyone, I think, uses GIF. But you could say GIF, right? And I would know what you're talking about. But I think the actual pronunciation is GIF, because that's what most people use. I actually heard a pretty good argument for why it should be pronounced GIF, or instead of GIF, because it stands for graphical information format. Let's see. Graphical something. It's GIF. Stand. Graphics interchange format. So, with that logic, did I just exit out of? No, okay. No, please don't. Please don't kill me.
I am no beast.
Trying to be real cheap. Well, actually, we don't even have flares. That was incredibly stupid. In fact, let's stop. Well, it's got to be one of these two, though. So we'll go. Let's upgrade. We have 4 Azerite left. Oh, is that right? Is that all we have? Is 4? Oh, stupid. Okay, so we can't do it. Let's just burn out the rest of what we have. I don't think we have a whole lot left. Let's go here. Yeah, so graphical, right? GIF, graphic. That just makes sense. And GIF, this doesn't make sense. I don't know why the creator. Actually, I've never seen why the creator was why he said he wanted to call it GIF. I think he just wanted the attention. No, I don't know. I'm sure he has a valid reason for it, but and maybe after seeing his argument, you know, maybe I can change my mind. Maybe I'll start going with GIF and try to change the public consciousness to GIF. Delving's kind of fun at this easy level. You just turn off your brain a little bit. Just coast along here. Like some Azurite. It's a good time. What do we got left? 133? Really? Let's get that one. Trying to just spend the points here too. Just for the hex of it. Maybe we'll check that out one of these episodes. Why GIF is called GIF. Or why the creator... No, it's called GIF. Why the creator wanted to call it GIF. I'm sure some of you probably know. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. So even though the actual correct way, because that's what the creator said it's supposed to be called GIF, because the people have spoken, and people commonly say GIF, that's what it's called. So they could do that for basically anything. As long as people agree on it, then it becomes a word and part of the English language. There was something similar, or something along that topic I saw not too long ago, where somebody was on a talk show host. I can't remember, on a talk show. They weren't on a talk show host; they were on a talk show, and they were talking about how the dictionary had added like a bunch of these really super progressive words, and they had to explain to him that that wasn't because, you know, the dictionary was trying to become, you know, had some kind of progressive agenda. It's just because people had, you know, everyone knew what that word meant. It become a word, basically. I can't remember. Maybe it was like the Fallon or something. I don't know. One of those talk show hosts. That was a while ago too, so I remember. So we can make cash. We can make cash become cash if we really try. I'll get behind the movement. We can do it.
I am no beast of burden.
We have no. Should hit up the storage unit there. And what we got a chance here? Let's look. Why? GIF. Pronunciation. Father of GIF. It's pronounced GIF. Steve Wilhit, father of graphics interchange format, has ended the heated debate on how to pronounce GIF. See? Not pronouncing it GIF. Wilhite, then working at CompuServe. I work at CompuServe. Debuted the file format in 1987. GIFs are from 1987? Yes, maybe. He accepted a Lifetime Achievement Award Tuesday at the Webby Awards for his creation. It's an article from CNN from 2013. It's pronounced GIF, not GIF. On Twitter, GIF became trending topic. Okay. Yeah, so here's the argument. Graphics interchange format. Graphics, not graphics. Graphics. Wrote web designer Dan Cedarholm. So instead of GIF, we got to say GIF. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, so where's the part where he actually says why? Yeah, it's a fluff article there. No, tell me why he said it. Gizmodo, the creator of the GIF, says it's pronounced GIF. He's wrong. Yeah, he's wrong. I love it. We gotta love. We gotta love people. Spelled GIF. Give me the reason why. You. Pronunciation. Why? Why GIF? We're wasting a lot of time here looking at this. Why is it the correct pronunciation? Is the most natural, logical way to pronounce it. Oh, they use the heart G. Okay. No, but I want to see why. This is a decent looking article. Are there any valid arguments for pronouncing it out? Okay, it was a good one until this question it asked. Are there any valid arguments for pronouncing it, Jeff? The answer is no. This is a soft G, pronounced Jeff. End of story. Yeah, they're wrong. Yep, however, the pronunciation with a hard G is now very widespread and readily understood. A coiner effectively loses control of a word once it's out there. He doesn't say why, though, which is annoying. That's just what he had in his head. Which, but I wonder what in the world he was thinking. Alright, we've killed a lot. I feel like we've killed a ton of time this episode. Actually kind of blows me away that we're still on the first episode of this recording session. We're going to go back in and finish this. I kind of want to go towards that. If I go that deep, though, I'll probably die. And again, the big thing here this time around is not dying. Whatever I can do to make that happen, that's what I'd like to do. Looks like there'd definitely be a way to get there from here. Oh, I thought the same thing there as well. Let's go this way so we can maybe pick up one more set of Azerite. Well, I think we're about done here. In fact, we probably should just ended it there. It's gonna be an hour and a half episode. That big little the yellow robot thing that was back there. Alright, we're gonna finish this particular trek here and then we'll stop. But I just want to see one thing. I want to make sure it is pronounced cache. Almost positive it is. But we're gonna campaign for cache moving forward. I think we spent about 30 minutes of this episode talking about pronunciation of words, specifically cache. Notice I said cache there? Let's see.
Cache.
Yep. I'm sure you guys hear that. It's cache. Okay, so some people pronounce it cache. Well, that's for the word C-A-S-H. Cache or cache. It's pronounced like the word cache, according to 100 words. As cache, This pronunciation is not considered standard and may be viewed as a mistake by people who know French. So we're going for cache. So we can have, so people can understand. Because cache isn't a word, as far as I know. And cache and cache are too similar. Tired of relying on simple context clues to figure out what people are talking about. I've said my piece. Alright guys. That's going to do it for this episode. If you like the videos, usually drops a like. If you want to see more from me, TheUnusualMaw, hit that subscribe button. See you guys tomorrow for another episode of Path of Exile. Till then, take care and remember, it's cache, not cash. Alright, see you guys.